Good afternoon. I'm speaking on behalf of all the Liberians, citizens of the Republic of Liberia, and I want to talk on behalf of myself too. Mr. President, you are highly welcome. My name is Joseph South Patrick. I'm a Liberian residing in this country. As the same issue our brother tried to elaborate on, we've been here for long. We don't have a document. Some of our documents expire. And we are so happy you are here. We believe you can make it possible for us by the grace of God. And Mr. President, I came for Casablanca meeting to come here to remind you that I did a service for you during the time when you were vice president, during the county lead. I'm the young man that went on the field and met you and spoke the dialect to you, and the security tried to put me out. But unfortunately, coming down through the VIP, you got stuck in the traffic. I'm the one that opened the traffic for you to leave. So I tell you, when your chief political can remember, I'm the Joseph Patrick. He gave me his scorecard. I lost it. And I was in Casablanca. I heard that you are here. I said, there's a great opportunity for me to come to meet my president and my old man. And I'm still waiting to work to put more security, give you more protection as I do before. Thank you, sir.
Where are the ladies? Where are the women? Where are the ladies?
This is going to be interactive. We have government officials here. Maybe they need to introduce themselves. Maybe the ambassador to do that, so you know who you're talking with.
Okay, so we have, as part of the president delegation, of course, I'm the ambassador, Joseph F. Johnson. We have on the delegation, Minister of State, We have our Minister of State with our portfolio, the Honorable Mama Kabilite. We have Senator Wesonga Finley from the National Council. Senator Finley, as most of you already know, has been the foreign minister of this country before, so some of you as scholarship students are here because of him. And we also have our young and dynamic MD from the National Port Authority, Mr. Secretary. Okay, and of course, you have our dynamic press secretary, Kula Fofana, presidential aide, Terrence Woods. Okay, so these are the people you have here. So if you're addressing anybody, please address them accordingly. Mr. President.
The first thing, we want to thank you all for being here. It's interesting to know that wherever we go, we do run into Nigerians, which is good. I mean, we are all part of the world, and even though they may not be the same number in every area, but wherever Liberians are, they are citizens of their country. And of course, one of the things I always tell people is that wherever you are, make your embassy know that you're there. Not just when you get into trouble, because when you get into trouble, then that's a different thing. And the ambassador is new. This is a place where we have had 2 ambassadors who passed in most recent time. And he had just come as full ambassador to work with you all and to work with the country. We are very happy for those of you who are here in school. And I'm saying in school, it doesn't necessarily mean in a formal school, but you're learning something, you're acquiring something. We live in a very critical world now, a world in which young people have a lot of future to play into, but you have to be prepared. We want you people to take advantage of where you are, to prepare yourselves. When I had occasion to come here before, I met students who were in engineering, students who were doing medicine, and even I remember at that time, Baba gave us 2 boys, the twins, they were here. After they left the Gambia, came here for the American. And 2 students that left here, one of them is our neurosurgeon. After he went and did a specialist training somewhere, and the other one in the States, he's been coming back and forth. The people in Morocco, they do have very good programs, and we are happy that they have been very friendly with us in many ways with the number of students fluctuating. One time was a huge number, and there was some agreement way back that I cannot retrace. I think that was when Don Mariah, I think, had some hand to play. But we are very happy that you are here learning, and I want to admonish you to be serious about your learning, because that's your future, and also that's the future of our country. We don't have to tell you the need for people of your quality in your learning. But even if you are not in school, learning to go back, be a good citizen wherever you are, because these people are friendly, but they are law-abiding, and they will expect you to be so. I like to talk about what we have adopted as a policy. I know whatever you are receiving that was reduced, that people had a name, harmonization. So they were harmonizing everybody, whatever you got. But it would be a nice thing that we look into those cases, because I know what it means to be out of the country in other people's place, where even if you have problems, you have nowhere else to look into. Of course, we do have our own challenges as a country for what we inherited and the responsibilities we have, and how we have committed ourselves to make sure that we respect all of our obligations. That includes foreign. We took over, I think there was almost 4 months a year that we had to take care of. And we did that. I don't think the government owes any more embassy and anything, and we are committed to doing that. We are committed to making sure that our people who are out of the country serving government and maybe going to school, not just people who on their own but connected with scholarship and things, that we make sure we honor those obligations, and even when there are shortfalls, that they should not be mistreated because of that. I think I will ask the ambassador why we go and look at your communication to find time where you can get more closely with students who are on scholarship, because you may be a student here self-supporting or something else that is different. But those that are on scholarship that had some reduction in in their income. We will look into that. One of the things in life that you don't do, you may not increase people's salary, but to reduce people is creating embarrassment for them, because if I'm in a room that I'm paying so much, you reduce, then I gotta go look around for somewhere else. Sometimes it makes it difficult. But again, I want to say, those of you who are in school, we don't want to make any distinction between medical and whatever, but I'm interested in knowing, actually, Mr. Ambassador, the number of students that are here and the critical areas in which they are, whether they are engineers, whether they are medical students, or just students in general. We need to have that, because while we negotiating with the people, we should have an idea who is here, who has been prepared. And also, it helps because the two students that I'm referring to, when they completed here, for them to come back home, it took a long time. At that time, I had to run after him. And these people, young people, are serving their country. And so it is with those of you who will leave. And that also worked for you in terms of our preparedness to absorb you. Because you may not necessarily work with government. When those two guys left and went back, they took 5 months to work for Firestone before they came to government. But again, the way the war is going, and we're looking for best trained minds, it helped also in terms of our planning, to know who is where. Even if you do graduate and you don't go back, but at least we know that somebody is there doing engineering, somebody is out there becoming a mechanic or an operator. So it will be helpful. We may not be doing that all over the world, but Morocco has been special in a way that they have a regular scholarship program for Liberia. And we engage them regularly in terms of what we can do together, so that might be necessary to have that kind of record. And in fact, generally, it is good to have a record of students and people wherever they may be, so that you know that they are there. And we also want to make sure that when you are somewhere, you should have your documents, because you don't want to be every day people hunting you and people looking for you. It's just good to be on the safe side. So if you're now on the safe side, and the solution to that is with the government or the ambassador, to let them know, so that they try to see how they can rectify that. Because, you know, even if you're in school, every now and then the police looking for you, and you can be at peace. Always be on the safe side of the law. So we want to thank you all for coming here and trying to better yourself. We had conflict that threw a lot of people in the diaspora. But some people are in the diaspora doing good things. Some may be doing something else, but we are proud of those of you who are trying to learn, because wherever you are, the future belongs to you. You got to prepare for it. So you've given us your statements. We'll look into them. and luckily the ambassador is here. And we do have a lot of good friends here, so who would take it and read and then I mean, the Minister of Foreign Affairs comes here very often, so we'll work through them. But I want to thank you, and I'm praying that none of you get into a problem here, and that you will continue to learn with a mind that one day you will be of service to your home. We have their ministers who probably may want to contribute to what we're saying. Maybe we'll give them the chance. But if we are here, we leave tomorrow. It's a very short visit. We leave tomorrow to go to Casablanca and go back. So, Madam Minister, Senator.
Thank you, Mr. President. You have spoken already, Mr. President. I can't speak after you.
I would just like to have information.
Happy birthday to you, Mr. President.
Thank you. I mean, I will carry birthday present.
Happy birthday, I wish you. Still preparing.
So, Mr. President, why? Mr. President, the problems they have alluded to, we're aware of that. Because of that, when we came, we set up a website. I don't know who all knows that we have a website. We set up a website, and this is the only embassy around the country, around the world, that has a 24-hour number. We all know that we have a 24-hour number. We have a 24-hour number, 7 days a week. On the website, we encourage them to go on the website, especially our undocumented Liberians, to register because we need a census of everybody who is here. Register and put your number so we can get in touch with you. It was just yesterday that one of them showed me the QR code that we have moving around. And I'm hoping you can go on the website and put your names there. Pass the information to others who don't have documents. We realize it's difficult for them to go back home and get a passport and come back. Yeah. So we're working with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs so that we can have our data taken from them here. Mm-hmm. Before we do that, verify who is actually a Liberian, and there are ways to do it. We ask the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to send people here to do that. Once that is done, then we'll take their biometric information. We'll send it to Morocco. Passports will be issued. The minister has assured me that. But before that happens, we need to know who is who. On the website, we have a whole section there for students living in Morocco, what you need to know before you come to Morocco. All the numbers are there. I encourage the students to make use of the website. Go there. It's a dynamic website. It's not static. Information that's on our website changes every day. So go there, understand, learn to read. Go there, understand what's there for you. We have resources there for you. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, Mr. President.
That is very important because there are people who went to the United States many, many years ago when it was so easy for them to naturalize, for them to get their social security numbers, and they wasted time. You know, the world is changing. At this time, some of them, they will be disenfranchised because they didn't take advantage of that. So what you hear, and especially for us, a country that is willing to work with us, assist us, we don't want to have them say, we're doing it, but you got people in the country who are not, and they have some cause of things. You don't have any reason to do it when you have an opportunity to be on the safe side. So we just think that it's very important. Sometimes we overlook it, and then we start panicking at the right time. So don't do that. Make sure you take advantage of it. So that we will take the time to make your stay here safe.
Ladies, whenever, just make a quick intervention. One of the students. Go ahead. Okay.
Thank you so much, our president and presence, President Joseph Imambata. I'm so excited today to be here, especially. What's your name? My name is Ellen G. Kwe. I am so excited today to be here to meet you in person. I'm studying nursing in East Peace. So I want to bring to your attention what have to do with the emergency or the health issue. As a students here, many a times when we enter the country, we are sent into strange places, and then we face many circumstances which have to do with this is let's say our Arab nation, and then we see people. I'm a girl, but then we rap buses. We see people chunking all with banana on the streets. We pass through a lot of things actually, but in so doing, like our mental health sometimes it's not okay. But like if we are suffering from like some sicknesses, like they are not like something that are really something that have to do with operations, but like we are trying to talk about the connectivity between the students and like the I don't know whether I should say embassy of the attaché office, because at times when you are in those problems, if you try to call, I don't know, but it's just a suggestion. I think it would be really kind also if you guys look into this, whereas the attaché office can be extended, maybe to ask someone to the person or the student attaché, because the cities we go in, they are very far and we go through a lot of disadvantage, especially as a female. There was a time I was sitting here and sitting in a city called Izowea. I was put out in the middle of the night. I have nowhere to go in from. Rabat to that city is like 8 hours away. And then I was there for like 2 days, calling on the attaché, the student attaché office, but like there was a lot of things going on that he's just one person and he cannot do everything. Like he cannot attend to all the students at once. So I don't know whether it can be looked into that he can have an assistant maybe to help him out, because we as girls, especially for that moment, I felt so depressed. Whereas I'm in the middle of the night, I'm out on the streets and there's nowhere to go. I don't have no one to go to. I was just crying. At the end of the day, one of my friends, luckily the only guy from Liberia that was there, and this is Morocco, as I said earlier, a lady and a guy cannot stay in the same house. It's against like their rules here. So I have to go and stay with someone, I don't know, I think a girl from Chad. He know her from his school, and then he went to talk to her, and anything could have happened that night. But by the grace of God, at least I'm standing here and strong. So I think.
When did that happen? When did that happen?
When I came here,
When?
last year, 2024. Yeah.
Thank you.
Mr. President, thank you. I don't want to take much of your time. There was something very essential that I left out, but I wanted to first present our cabinet issues. Then I'll present to you something that you need to know about. So when I talk about these things that you need to know about, one, Mr. President, I believe in you. I know you're a person of accountability. I know you're a person. No, I'm trying to hold the mic. I'm not pointing my hands. I'm holding the mic. I'm not pointing my hands. I like people. I know you are a person of accountability. I know you are a person of transparency. I've seen it being applied in various aspects of the government you are running, Mr. President. So, Mr. President, we as a student community, we are calling on you. If it's ACC or whatsoever investigative body you can get access to get it as soon as possible, there needs to be an active, should I say, investigation open the list scholarship program on the issue of those names. Students that will come due to harsh issues defined in the country will abandon the scholarship and leave. That names are still on the government payroll. If the person you are saying the person is going to work and work cooperating with them, to provide them with the necessary information they need. People that graduated and left, their name is still on the scholarship payroll, Mr. President. They are still getting the money that our people are laboring for and giving us tax. Their money is still coming in.
Oh?
Yes, the issue of ghost name. That's why you see, Mr. President, the people believe that we are actually many, but the numbers are actually giving is not what we are. Is that the amount here? The issue of ghost name is an issue here. Secondly, you see, Mr. President, we as a student community, we feel abandoned in this country. In a sense that we got one of our colleagues, his name is Simon Dolly. Certain time when the government, I think before the past regime could leave, we had during the struggle of the transition of power time, when there were no allowance or allowances coming in the country, he started looking for a job. And in the avenue of looking for a job, he informed a company online, they told him, I don't know, be cashing what they want. In the process, the Moroccan government called him over for investigation. When he reported himself for the investigation, they used to tell him come every week because he was like, I didn't do anything, I didn't take the money, and people were saying, so I didn't use to report himself. So this day, when he went to report himself, the people said that the company that he was working for is linked to some internet server fraud of some kind. So the student they arrested him and put him in jail. Mr. President, they arrested Seymour Elosa on Zambia National. I'm not pointing my president, I'm doing something. They arrested Seymour Elosa on Zambia National. There were two they arrested. Immediately the Zambia National were arrested, his embassy went there to go firstly and assess the problem to know what's wrong. But for our embassy, it took 1 month. They couldn't step there. So when we got behind to go there, the student attaché never received authorization for the ambassador down there to reach to the prison compound to know what's going on. The student attaché was in Seta, 5 hours away from Rabat. The ambassador called down there, we were in the car. I didn't tell you to go, come back here. So we came back down there. We said to the ambassador, can we please, the boy calling that something is wrong with him. Can we please go there with assist him? The ambassador said no. In fact, when I reached out to him, God speech for me. That's the reason when your delegate were coming, he take 2 students that were going to work alongside him to go and meet you because I don't know if you don't want them to say this thing. And on several occasions, I will come out and say more issue shortly, but on several occasions, when we try to Jeremy, I beg you.
Which ambassador are you talking about now?
Ambassador Joseph F. Johnson. On several occasions, when we try to present issues that affect the student community, the ambassador always say, he's not here for student affair. Everyone is a business. There was a time to student, the moment the guy in the country, they gave them course, they didn't apply for, I think, due to some issue, they came late in the country. So when you have to appeal for a change, the ambassador, just to take change people, then he shut it out in the error. So sometimes, I don't know, that's why I'll ask someone, if you have a military background course, you do all these things with just arrogance, just your people, anytime you bring issues to him. Sorry.
Excuse me. Mr. President, I did not want to speak, but one of the things I think we need to understand, the president is here, and you have made your case to the president. These other issues, you have documented it, and this is not the forum for that. I think the president has said to you that he will instruct the ambassador to look into your grievances.
Yes.
And I think you should stick to the issues, not going where you're going. So I want to appeal to all of you. I think I had a conversation with the students prior to this meeting. And I know some of the issues, and I have said to you all, your issues are not new. There's nothing that the foreign ministry don't know and don't understand. So your major issue is your study. The president has emphasized that. So, Mr. President, I'm sorry for speaking after you, I don't think the protocol is wrong, but I think you were drifting from, you had an opportunity to speak, and as a leader, I think one person should speak, and if you may have spoken, I think the rest of you can hold your position. No. It's okay.
Thank you all. The forum was open earlier, and all of you had your issues presented through your leaders. And the only reason she was allowed by the president to speak because you've not seen a female to speak, and then she wanted to talk about a major issue. So again,
Kula, please wait. The document that was prepared by your leader, did all of you contribute towards the setting up, the preparation of that document?
No. But,
so what kind of
hello.
So you have all, the president cannot sit here and go through a list of everything you've given us a sort of a petition.
Yes.
I'm from the office of the president. We will look at it. We will work with the ambassador so we can resolve some of these issues. But you don't expect the president to sit here for everybody to speak. So you're being here all day. Your leader had the paper. Why you ain't ask him to put so you can see it and make sure that your problem is in there as well. This is your opportunity. If you want an opportunity to read to it, you go read to it and you can send it to. I can give you my card. You can send it to us. But people here saying that they didn't contribute to the preparation of that document. So you need to go back to your body and you'll do a comprehensive document, then we can work together. Yeah?
Thank you.
So the person is not going to sit here.
The ambassador is here, and the president specifically has instructed all of the different issues you mentioned. That's why each country has an embassy. Should you have any issue, document it and submit it. And because the president comes, when it comes to different countries, he meets with Liberians. This is your opportunity to see your leader or engage with him to share something that you have. So thank you all, and it was wonderful. The president, thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening.
And the president has small announcement from what we're doing when you leave. So yeah, thank you very much.
Liberians everywhere are Liberians, and people who represent the country you have an opportunity to interact with them. Even at the embassy level, that's why you have different divisions in the embassy. So even where the embassy, not the personally, you have opportunity to relate to you. Of course, the ambassador is not going to relate to you if you don't treat him with respect or her. So why we don't want to open any can of worms. You know, wherever you work, you will have problems. Even if you are born here, you will still have some problems. But the best way to do that is to openly dialogue and then ensure you procedures. Some places you have the ambassadors don't even pick you up. That is not correct, but at the same time, you should relate to your embassy. We may not be there, but even in the great United States where people go there, the moment they get back, get on the ground, they register with the embassy because in the case of some need for evacuation or for anything, you were looking for your citizens. So I would wish that you all treat one another with respect and knowing that you have obligation on both sides. So I hope that the ambassador will take the time and we are going to read a document that you gave us and we discussed with the foreign ministry. But I can assure you that we are willing to work with you, willing to listen, and we admonish you to keep out of trouble. I do not quite understand what she was talking with respect to how she was put out, how she stayed out. But these are the very things that you don't want to happen to your citizens. So these are the reasons to begin to work together so that we can relate to some. I have a traditional belief that even when you're walking, you have a dog behind you and they kick that dog, it's disrespect to you. So everywhere our citizens are, they are our citizens. So we ask you to behave, but at the same time, as much as possible, not dictating to you where you go and so. Because as a church, you but be on the safe side and make sure you liaise with the embassy. That's all I can say. So thank you very much. We came. I didn't want to do it that way, but maybe we have to do it that way. Maybe send the put themselves together at that. We're not going to say medical thing. We're going to say students and the community. But again, we just ask you don't double dip now. Because you can because you were saying we are part of the community too. We just say student and we do it with the community. Seems to take care of you. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I know you want some photo audience. Let's arrange that and do it once. Blackie, yeah?
God bless you.
Thank you.
Some of you are fine. Take him. You guys see my error. They get big school there. Take you, Papa. God bless you, Papa.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Go ahead, go. You go. Yo, what's your name?
Alice. My husband, I kiss him. The people hate my husband because of the Papa Bende. The people hate my husband because of the Papa Bende. In Morocco, yeah, because he got a kiss him.
Yeah. Right there. Everybody else stay there,
All the Liberian people.
Thank you. If you're just following, we conclude this section. Like exciting Liberian states here. They are here to do a photograph with the president. Okay, so we will continue. Okay, hello. Hello, excuse me. Can you just can you just go down a little bit? Can you go down a little bit? Yes, you just go down a little bit. Yes. Okay. All right. So we'll connect. Bye for now.